Welcome back to the Bingo podcast. We've took a break since last time. I think the last one was April, wasn't it? But we've been busy and just not had time. And, had other shit to do. But we're back now. And do the intros. We asked you to do it.
On what with the intro we're asked to do? Yeah.
Why does his ass fall out as soon as you ask him to do anything? You do the intro.
Again?
Yeah.
Yeah. Welcome to the Ultimate Rave Bingo podcast.
Why are you doing it again? We've already done it.
Yeah,
You've done it
thought
three
so,
times,
thought
Reece.
so.
Who are you?
I'm Reese.
And who are you?
I am Brandon.
Brandon who?
Brandon Bingo.
Okay. Now we've got a few things to discuss on today's podcast. One being Binks, I think, is a good one to start with.
Yeah,
Well,
let's
I would call this the Binks episode, where we discuss what would be a good word to describe it?
The uproar.
No, it's not really uproar, is it? I think they
It's a strong word, though.
yeah, I would say it's it's Nottingham's only. It needs one of them. What's that? The old Russian Federation, the hammer and
USSR.
The USSR.
yeah, the hammer and
sickle.
yeah, that's what it needs as their logo. Okay, now.
Oh, no.
And then we're going to discuss going around and beating kids up. Yeah, a few other things. Because in the last one, we were discussing about the kids who egged me house.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah.
And we went, so.
beef with the
And then obviously
13-year-old.
we haven't done a podcast since then. People may have thought we got arrested, but we didn't. So yeah, lots to discuss, and I think it will be quite entertaining. Reece, you've been in charge of snacks today.
Yes.
What snacks have you brought?
So we've got some Dairy Lee Dunkers for today and some tangy cheese Doritos.
Nice choice.
I'm allergic to Doritos.
Oh, they're not for you anyway, don't worry.
Good.
Good choices there. Classic staple Doritos. Dairy Lee Dunkers. I fucking love Dairy Lee
Oh,
Dunkers.
yes.
And is that it?
Yeah, for the treats today, yeah. That's
Yeah,
it.
cool. Right. Why did you take 20? You took £20 and I've had no change.
Oh, you changed it in my pocket. Put
Right.
it back.
Yeah, I do.
Yeah, yeah.
Obviously.
Get it after episode.
Let's go. What have you been up to, Brandon?
Just working.
Just
Things.
working. Bingoing.
Bingoing.
Just being Brandon Bingo.
Brandon Bingoing.
What is a
all over the
normal week
place.
for Brandon Bingo?
Normal week for Brandon Bingo. Wake up in the morning. Normally iron my cocksock out a little bit. Stretch it. Go gym. Come home. Eat. Aggravate Reese as much as I possibly can. All day. Every day.
You just turn up at his house, don't
Yeah,
you? Climb
yeah.
through his
Just-
windows and
yeah.
that.
I have been known to climb through his windows a few times. Through his roof as well.
Yep.
When he didn't answer the front door.
How did you get into his roof?
Because he leaves his window on the latch.
My window open.
So he left it open and I climbed all the way up onto the roof.
How did you climb? Scaffolding or something?
No. I'm just really good at climbing.
Up drain pipe.
Up drain pipes, yeah.
Right.
On porch roofs.
Okay.
Broke into his house.
And how did you feel? What were you doing at the time when he broke in?
Well,
You weren't having a
I
wank,
don't, I don't think it's something we can discuss on here.
were you actually having a wank?
Pulling head off.
Yeah, I'm having a nice little turkey twizzler to myself.
Twizzler.
He had a candle lit and everything. Romantic.
Were you, did he break into your house and you were having a wank?
Yeah,
Pulling head off.
and
It's
it's not like he came in from the door either. He came in
came in
from
from the window.
skylight
From the
window.
roof, the
I'm on the
skylight
top
window.
floor.
Like when a spider, when you just sat doing something, a spider appears in front of you like
That
that.
was me.
Yeah, he got the full view. I didn't have no covers over or all like
He
that.
had his legs agape, like a foot on his desk and a foot on his chair so he could spread eagle. Just choking that
And what
chicken.
did you do?
Oh well, I didn't stop.
He made eye contact.
And then what did you do?
Cry. Cried a lot.
Anyway, so let's discuss the whole Binks thing. So we had an event in Nottingham at Binks Yard. I really liked the venue, but it always was a bit of a pain in the ass, wasn't
Yeah,
it?
Definitely with the time constraints and how
Yeah,
anal
because
they
10
were about
o'clock it had to be done, finished,
No
not a second
sound.
over. And then they do like really weird things like there's like they have the outdoor area and then there's a bar, but you can go in the bar but not be able to come to the event. But at the end of the events, they were letting people into the bar, which is great because it's extra revenue for them. And then they decided to close the door to the bar and send all the customers away. So like turning like 500-600 customers away from extra spending.
Yeah.
And yeah, that was a bit mad. And we kind of got the impression, and then there were no managers, like, boss managers there. And we were like, yeah, they don't want to do any work. They just want to go home early. And by 11 o'clock, that bar was all closed up and going home. And one time they let them all into the bar. They stayed up until like 2 o'clock, and they took double again.
It was
money.
rammed.
Do you remember
It was
what
definitely,
first or second one we did? Like,
I'll
it was
never
mad.
forget that.
Me
I won't either.
really need.
What I'm getting at here is it was just like the staff were lazy. They didn't want to do any extra work.
No, they wanted to just go home. You could see it as soon as that event finished. They just wanted to leave. They didn't want.
And then, so they always moan about the confetti, which is fair enough, but we use confetti, biodegradable. If you make it wet, it disappears because we're right down by the canal and whatever. So we have to use biodegradable stuff, which we do anyway. So, if it goes into the canal, it's like sugar paper. Imagine like sugary.
Just disintegrates.
It just turns to nothing. And they were moaning about it. And we said, well, it's kind of part of the event. People come expecting that. And then after the last event, so the most recent one, so we've done like 4 or 5 there. And we need to find something else. So the manager was going to us. This French guy I think he's French or something. He's going, we need to find a different solution for this confetti because it's a nightmare. And I was like, listen, all you need to do is jet wash it or use some leaf blowers. Like, we've got some leaf blowers in the lockup. Next time we'll bring our leaf blowers with us and it'll take no time to pack it up. Oh, right, yeah. So anyway, next minute. So we work with the promoter down there. He gets things saying they didn't want to do the event anymore because of the amount of confetti and it's a bit too risky for them.
Too naughty.
Yeah, not too naughty or something.
Wanted
And we were
to
like,
change
okay.
everything, didn't they?
Yeah. So I said, right, where have these complaints come from? Can we see them? Because I was a bit like, I don't think they've come from customers.
No.
Because our feedback was really
Were
good. We got
really good when it
solid
got really
reviews.
nice
So I was
reviews,
like, yeah. Anyway, when we challenged them for the things, I'm not sure where they are. And then we eventually got out of them that it was from the staff.
Yeah.
And we were like, yeah, so basically your staff, you want us to change the event because your staff are moaning. And they'd lied about some stuff as well. And their staff as well, which was hilarious. Their staff were robbing drinks that we had. So we had like some boxes of beer.
Yeah.
And they were robbing our thing because they came up to Chris and went, can we get another beer? And he was like, what do you mean another beer? So we take our own drink for us to drink when we're working. And the fucking staff were sneaking off with our bottles of beer and prosecco and stuff.
Sneaky
Right at the
little
end of the night,
sneakers.
wasn't it?
Yeah,
Literally
yeah.
As we've finished. Can I get another bottle of Corona?
You shouldn't
What do you
have
mean
had
another bottle? So yeah, basically. So they then said, right, we want to... So he said, look, we don't have to use confetti. We can use a different thing. We'll use the streamers. And we'll use... and I was going to buy some CO2 heads and just use CO2,
Are they the
right?
jet gun?
No, well, kind of like... I want to get a couple of the guns, but no, they're like heads. So like, they'll be at the front of the stage and they'll... like...
One more time.
So I was going to get some of them just so it had like some wow effects and some streamers.
Yeah.
Right. So I was happy to swap that. That'd have been like another £1,000 on investment in. But I was like, well, that's what we'll do. Like,
Yeah.
we're really easy to work with. So
Very
look,
self-sufficient. You'd think that they'd want to keep us because of how easy we are. Because we don't ask for anything from
No,
anyone.
we do everything.
Everything. Sound, lights, everything. You think they'd want something like that. 'Cause
Yeah.
it's-
they don't even
work
have
for
to
it.
have a tech on. They didn't
No.
even for our event. They
We've
didn't
got
even
our
have to
own,
have
yeah.
tech. We have our own tech who comes. So they didn't need anything. They just need to serve them alcohol and pack the tables down at
Yeah.
the end. That's all we ask them to do, and
that's
then we
literally
load them
it.
into the van. Anyway, and they have to clean up a bit of confetti. Fannies. So yeah, they then said, well, look, if we're going to continue the event, we want to pre-approve any skits, and we don't want any naughty prizes.
yeah, that's
we don't
what they
think
said.
dildos are appropriate. All this, and I was like, it's a fucking
Dildos are always appropriate.
but it's
in
an
any
it's
situation.
an event for adults.
Yeah.
Like
It's advertised to adults.
it's like it's only inappropriate if we were doing like a kids disco and we were wanging these things out.
Random bingo.
Yeah,
appears.
and a 36-inch double-ended dildo comes out. Then yeah, that'd be well inappropriate. But it's not. It's for adults. Anyway, so
ID'd on the door for a reason.
Yeah.
So fuck them guys, and we did it. Yeah, fuck them.
Fuck 'em.
How many times do I have to say it though? Like, I don't think people realise how fucking brutal we are. Like,
Yeah, we'll drop it.
and also, like, something to be clear on is we're not on the venue side. We're on the customer side. We're
Always.
always on the customer side.
Always.
If a venue doesn't deliver our expectations to the customers, and the customers come to us and go, like if a customer comes to us and goes, oh, guys, you let me down here or whatever, then we go, I'm really sorry, we'll fix that, we'll sort it out, right? 9 times out of 10, not even that, every time we get marked down on any sort of review, it's always for the venue. Always the venue.
It's...
So I'm not going to let venues dictate to us when they struggle to deliver on a thing anyway. Like 45 minutes to get a drink.
Yeah, that's not on, is it?
People moan about the amount of time it takes to get a drink. Like, why is it taking that long? Anyway, so they can go fuck themselves. So yeah, if venues don't pull their weight, and I feel like they're letting the customers down, the venue is part of the experience. So if the venue can't deliver our experience, then I'm sorry, you can go in the bin. I would sooner not run an event than work with a venue. That's shit.
Definitely get dropped like a bad habit. I think though, once we've done, they just want to throw all the customers out. But that one time where we did end up staying, and Ben went inside, didn't he, to put.
We put a DJ inside to help keep the customers for longer, yeah.
And the customers were there all night. We had amazing feedback from everybody. We were all in there together having a laugh. We got harassed aggressively, which were amazing. Absolutely loved it. And then they come back with us. They come back to us with this shit.
So anyway, so we went down to Binks a week later. It was pretty quickly. We found another venue, this Nest at the Nottingham County, which is cool. I'm looking forward to doing it there. I just don't think people quite know the venue yet because they've only just started like opening it up to events. Anyway, so we went down to Binks and I filmed a video at the side of the thing saying that I'm not happy. Binks have said that they want to fucking dictate to us how we do our events. So we've thrown them in the bin and we're doing it here. Anyway, then there's like comments popping up going, I walked past when your event was happening and I could see all that confetti. It was ridiculous. And then somebody put, you are killing the wildlife and all this. And I was like, oh my God, like... We've just done this event multiple times. The fucking Canal and River Trust would come down on us like a ton of bricks if we were using stuff that wasn't appropriate for that environment. Like, and we even went out there at 10 o'clock at night ourselves. Me and Willis did it. And we went out there and cleared and made sure that there was nothing that shouldn't be around there. Even the staff there don't go and clean up the fucking cups and stuff that have
been thrown over.
There. So we went round there and did it ourselves. But it's always some twat in the comments and they're going, and it's always some bloke as well. It's always I don't know why it is. It's always a guy in comments going, I'm so angry and I must take this out on social media. I mean, I know you get some stroppy Susans now and again, but
it's the men, innit? It's mainly the men that we get some horrible comments from.
I hate them
Absolute shitters.
So yeah, that's what happened with Binks. But hopefully the Nest will be better for fit for our event. Nottingham. Oh, that was another thing. So I said we're going to. Oh, I've done it again in the podcast. They got really upset because I called it Nottingham County Football Club, and it's Notts County. There were loads of comments going, "It's Nottingham County," ha ha ha. And I'd be like,
"Why is that funny?"
Well, because it's Notts. It's called Notts County. Because I called it Nottingham County, which I thought Notts was short for Nottingham.
Yeah, well, that's what you think,
yeah,
innit? That's
what I...
Yeah.
No. Oh, no.
Oh, did you get some uproar from
that?
Did you?
Oh! I thought, we've not even done an event yet and we've already pissed them all off.
Everybody in the mums always got something to say about everything.
No, it's all the dads.
They're not even the mums. Everybody in the dads.
It's angry
it's
dads.
Just annoying. Just leave us alone. We do funny shit, man.
I bet they're the kind of people that don't have a job, but sit at home watching Loose Women and shout at the TV when Vanessa Feltz comes on. What's she doing on this again? Oh, not her again. Yeah.
Fucking sat there at home with his can of Stella at 8 in the morning.
What's that fucking beer? That's 4X's or whatever.
Fuck knows.
Yeah, twats.
Fucking
anyway.
White line.
Anyway, I think we'll move on from Binks there because I think we've...
Binks has been slated enough.
Anyway, on the last podcast, we discussed about the kids coming round to my house and throwing eggs at it. And we said we were going to go find them, didn't we? Maybe we should tell the people about what happened when we later on that evening. So we finished the podcast.
We went over to the area where they were setting the fires, didn't we? Just to have a little look.
We walked past the bush where they usually set fires. We went into the bush to see if we could see them, and they weren't there. But as we were walking back out the bush, these two lads on bikes turned up, didn't they?
Yeah.
And it was just getting dark. They were like, "Whoa, where's I can't remember. We'll give him a different
You would
name.
know something on it.
No, I can't remember. We'll call him
Duncan.
Duncan. Where's Duncan at then? Oh, he's not out. Oh, is he not? Do you know where he lives? I went, I'll give you 20 quid if you tell me exactly where he lives. And he went, oh, all right then, yeah.
He pulled out that
Show me 20 quid
what were it
first.
called? It's like
He didn't even ask for that.
No,
he didn't even
no.
ask for money first.
He had an app, didn't he? Like Find My Life or something.
Live 360.
Live 360,
Is that
that's
what
it.
is? Yeah.
And it showed the
Pulled up his exact address.
and
we were like, took a note of it. Then we went home, got him van, pulled round to his house, knocked on the door, and then was like, "Are you Duncan's mum?" And she went, "Yeah. Well, Duncan's a little shit." And she did not appreciate that.
She was not a fan.
Anyway, we explained to her what he'd been up to, and she made him come to the door and apologise. And I kept hearing this clicking noise of like a Ring camera above me coming on and off. And it was his dad watching on the Ring doorbell or Ring camera, message him saying, "You are grounded for the rest." What was
for
it?
a very long
Yeah,
time.
you're grounded for a very long time. And we've not seen him since.
He's probably still grounded.
He's probably still grounded, little shit. So
Shout out Duncan's mum.
Message to all the little kids out there.
We'll come to your house.
Yeah, we'll come to your house.
We'll come to your
We'll
house.
turn up in a massive tranny and not with one. We'll turn up in a massive transit van and knock on your front door and go, "Oi."
You little shit.
Yeah. Well, play stupid games.
You win stupid prizes, don't you?
Yeah. I just don't think they're expecting 3 blocks to come.
I did not expect that. How my evening to go that night.
Is Duncan playing out? Yeah. Oh shit. I tell you what was a funny event we did when we did Charlie recently, and we did it in that
The medieval
in
suite.
the medieval suite.
In the medieval suite.
That was funny. And there was and there was that other event going on nearby
Oh.
as well.
Oh, there were the Rave Chav-tastic test or whatever it was called. Baseline bouncers everywhere.
Right. So
It sounded like a fairground, didn't it? Almost. Like,
Yeah.
Scream if you want to go faster.
So I'd seen a comment on one of our adverts saying, "Oh, you do realise this event? I don't know, something else was going on. This event's going on at the same time." And I replied as the comment said, "I'll be honest with you. I think the people going to that event are not the kind of people coming to our events. I think it's 2 different types of people, to be honest, thankfully." And anyway, we were doing it in a different room to normal. We decided to do it in we normally do it in the Lancastrian suite.
Yes, we do.
And this time we thought it'd be funny to do it in the medieval suite. It's because the venue is the old hotel for Camelot theme park.
Yeah.
And obviously Camelot was all like medieval themed. And they have like, it's the old, the old restaurant for the theme park. And it's themed in medievalness. So it's got like
Suits of
coats of
armour.
arms, yeah,
Shields
and
on the
shields
walls.
and shit like that, yeah. And we decided to do bingo in that room. But the best part about that event was the Walking Dead that was going on. Yeah, that was funny. That
Yeah.
I wish we'd have leaned more into it. I wish we'd have prepared a medieval show.
No, but I feel like it's so much more funny because it had absolutely nothing to do with the room, and the room was just almost out of place to what we were doing. If that makes sense.
Yeah, you mean
Yeah.
the event didn't fit the
Yeah, yeah.
surroundings. Yeah.
Yeah, which just also added to the hilarity of it.
Yeah, that's true actually. It was.
Do you know what I mean? It had absolutely nothing to do.
Yeah. Classic, really. Classic.
Yeah.
Classic bingo.
Just wild.
Don't really give a shit.
Completely wrong.
We'll just
but
do it
who
anywhere.
cares?
Basically, if you've got a toilet big enough, we'll put bingo on in
We
it.
have done a bingo in a Portaloo before, which was fun.
Have we?
Well, Reese's house.
I didn't do that one. It's a shit one. Ben must have done it.
I don't even think it was Ben.
With Nathan.
Anyway, enough of Charlie in the medieval suite. We also caused some controversy in Hereford recently, didn't we?
Oh yes.
In fact, I think we caused controversy everywhere, and that is our main aim. We're just going to keep doing shit until we get cancelled, right?
And then even
and
then-
then when we get cancelled, we still will continue until people stop coming to the events. That's the only time we'll stop. Because even if we get cancelled, there'll still be people that just don't
they
give a
will.
shit.
Oh yeah, they will.
And I've realised this actually, that the only time you get cancelled is if you actually show any signs of giving a shit. So back to like social media, people commenting, right? If you show any weakness, social media's like, it's a bit like us with Reese.
Yeah.
If Reese says or does something stupid, we attack him like wolves, right? We're just
Absolutely
waiting
pounce
for.
on him.
It doesn't matter. Even Ben and his high heeled boots.
Oh, he got absolutely bullied.
Ben and his high heeled boots. Anybody that shows weakness amongst us, we.
And any kind of weakness.
So I think that's why we're a little bit like on social media. We're like,
Kind of just like,
no.
I think that's the way you got to be, though.
Yeah.
The more people you piss off, and that's more traction.
Yeah.
people like being pissed off. I think they don't like to admit it, but they do. They enjoy talking shit back to us, and then we'll come back with the best insults like, hope you fall face down into Lego.
Yeah.
Hope you stub
As
your
much as we
toe.
hate keyboard warriors,
We are
it's
kind
good
of keyboard
content.
warriors.
Yeah.
No,
As
we're
well,
not.
though.
we're not.
And we're
We're not.
nice people until you provoke us, and then we don't react in the way that they expect. So we
No,
don't
we-
really justify it. It's like
We'll just make it childish.
in fact, before we discuss the Hereford thing, it's like when I fell off. It's like when I fell off the
The
scooter. The mobility
the
scooter, do you
ramp.
remember?
Oh.
So I was going up a ramp into the side of the van. We'd been filming some promo in Nottingham for the venue we don't like, the one with the hammer and sickle.
Yes.
That communist venue. And anyway, I was driving it into the back, and what happened was I'd driven it in, I'd like bumped it off, and the bumper on the front had bounced it back out, and I started rolling back down the ramp, and I turned the thing back on. Because we only have on and off switches on our mobility scooters, they're modified.
They are kitchen appliance switches.
Yeah. So it's like instant power
Or nothing.
or nothing, yeah. So I'm just about to drop off down the ramp, click instant power, the wheels spin, it kicks the ramp out, the fucking mobility scooter tips back, I land backwards, hit my head, and then I had concussion, right? So we thought, fuck it, we'll just upload that, it's a bit of fun, innit?
Funny, innit?
Oh
It's
my
funny.
God, people were getting very, angry. You fucking idiot. Oh, you deserve that. I was like, I don't know who you think I am, but I deserve to fall backwards and hit my head. But why?
What reason?
So, I like to challenge them and say, but why?
What did I do to deserve
Yeah,
that?
what? But why? Why? And they never reply.
No, they don't, because they don't actually know what to say. They're just saying you deserve it
Yeah.
for the sake of putting the comment out there.
So then we reply with comments like, I hope your dog hates you.
You are a piece of poo.
Yeah.
Poo head.
Who's a poo head?
Poo head.
stepping on a.
But again, it's
plug.
always. Oh, and then what's the classic one? Like people go, "There's disabled people who need them." Listen, we're not stopping them from having
We're not buying all of them that
no.
exist.
What we do, right? To be very clear. Oh, that was another thing as well. So I pinned a comment saying, there's clearly a lot of lunatics on the internet. Someone got offended by that. Apparently, you can't say lunatics anymore.
Since when?
I don't know. I did Google it. Chat GPT said it was. It could be offensive. But
Everything's offensive nowadays.
Everything's offensive. Yeah. So I stuck by it and I left it there and I just said, just to be clear, we buy these when they're for sale. They're damaged. They're 20 years old. They weigh a ton.
Don't even
They have
work
no
properly.
value, and we pay whatever they put the price up for. We pay it. We tell them what we're going to use it for. They think it's great. They get some money. We get
The broken scooter,
we
which
get-
we spend time fixing as well. It's
Yeah.
not like...
And if you buy a scooter for £100, that's fucked, right? And then you've got to spend another £100 on batteries.
And then...
And then it weighs a ton, and you
carrying
can't-
it about.
Yeah, you can't get it anyway. It needs two of us to lift it. It goes in the van. You could they are not useful. They're
No,
useful for us to piss around on.
Yeah.
So we're not if honestly, if anyone really needs a mobility scooter and they want one, they can have one of ours, but I can assure you, you will end up in a worse condition by riding around on it than not riding around on
They
it.
are very dangerous.
They need to be operated by professional lunatics. We're not proactively going around and going, we must collect all the
We're
mobility
not
scooters.
taking them off people who need them, but just we're not
Yeah.
actively
That's-
hunting people
just
down.
just going
We're
around
on,
just like-
excuse me, this is a robbery.
Like,
That's not what
Doris
we're
is going along on a
There's
mobility
more
scooter.
than you.
You're like, doop, doop, doop. Then you're just like, karate chopper in there. She's like fucking dead.
Doreen's in
Right.
here.
Boot her off at scooter. Come on, lads, we've got another.
Oh, this one's got a basket. Oh, Doreen.
Oh dear. And anyway, Hereford with a mobility scooter. So we had 3 of them in Hereford, and we thought, oh, what would be nice is a nice little drive around Hereford on the mobility scooters, wouldn't it? Before we do it, because we were there. We had 2 events on, all sold out. Friday, Saturday afternoon. Let's go scootering around Hereford, see Hereford Cathedral, which was having a Christian celebration concert on. So we thought it would be nice to go and see that. So we pootled around, and then we saw like this very quiet area with some steps and a ramp, like this derelict old building. And we thought, why not drive the mobility scooters down some
Yes,
steps
yes. Yeah.
and up the ramps and down the steps, just to see. We want to know how good they are.
What can we get out of the mobility
Yeah.
scooters?
It's always like destruction testing.
I think we have established they are very durable as well.
This guy comes over and shouts something at us, and I was like, "What's that, mate?" He goes, "My mate's disabled."
What way to start a conversation anyway?
And I was like,
No matter what you're doing, that's
Yeah.
not how you
like
talk
he was walking
to
past at
people.
a distance going, "My mate's disabled." I'm
happy for you.
no,
That's why I followed up
But-
with.
no. I went, "Okay, I'm sorry to hear that. It's disrespectful. What do you think you're doing?" And I went, "I'll stop you right there. Let me explain. Buy these, blah, blah, blah. We fix them up. We use them as part of the show and
Yeah.
get videos. We're not trying to be disrespectful. We buy them off people who need to buy a new one, so we buy them off them.
Yes.
Right? Then they're scrap value. They're worth
Less than
£4
scrap,
in
nothing.
scrap.
Nothing.
Not
at
even
all.
that, right? Well, I think it's a disgrace. I am. What did he say?
I was in the British Army.
I was in the British Army and my friend is now disabled. And we were like, okay. And I went, so is he. Brandon's on a mobility scooter screwing around at the time. I went, he was in the British Army.
Yes, I was.
And he went, and then he stormed off, didn't he?
Yeah, come back with his
Warrant
veterans
card?
card.
Yeah, veterans card,
His
that was
veterans
it, yeah.
card.
Because I, right,
Yep.
gives it that.
Yeah.
And then I went, I said, listen, I don't need to see it. I believe you. But, you know. And he goes, and I went, he was in the army as well.
What is your regimental number?
Yeah, that's And you just went, boom, nailed it straight
Oh
off.
yeah, of course. You never forget that
What is
number. 303149976.
And then he went, what did he ask you? He asked you more shit, didn't he? Like, where were you? Or-
Yeah, he was asking me where I was and where I was based and things like that. I was like, mate, you were in the army 35 years ago.
Oh, yeah, hang on. And then on his veterans card as well, what was his rank?
You were private.
Yeah. So really, should have been addressing you with some respect.
He should have been.
So he was a lower rank than you?
Yeah, he
Oh,
was.
that's awkward for him.
Yeah, it was. It was funny.
Anyway, so I'm starting to think that we're the problem.
We must be a little bit. We kind of terrorise people, but we don't terrorise them without any, like, they always start it. We're just really good at finishing it.
Yeah, like
I think that's what it is.
Yeah, we make a living out of being snappy.
Witty.
Also, the other problem for me is that it's when people like start. It's like when venues start getting on my nerves. I've got like a really like short fuse.
Oh, yeah. You
So I'm just like instantly get fucked, fuck off, fucking done with you. And then after about 10 minutes, I go,
Oh, dear, I'm not really done with you. Can I have a glass of water, please?
and then I go, fuck 'em,
Welcome.
fuck 'em.
That's always right at the end as we've loaded everything into the van.
Yeah. They always still
never
message
going
again.
back.
Anyway, I
Welcome.
think that was a good podcast to come back on.
Yeah.
And I think next week we'll we'll discuss
some more.
things. Yeah, same time next week.
Yeah.
Back to weekly, I think now. And Reese, as always, you've been a real fucking
And
input.
so glad that you was here.
You're welcome. Next time, I think I'll just sort the snack situation out a little bit better because this is clearly not enough, is it?
No, not all. You need
No.
to do better.
We'll work
Be
on that.
better.
You still won't do better, though.
No, we'll be on.
Reese, question.
Answer. He hates me. I love it with how aggravated he gets with me.
Have you been on any dating apps recently?
Yes. I've been on a couple. So I've obviously got the usual, you know, Tinder. But then I recently
What
No,
else?
no,
Reece?
no, no.
What else have you been on, Reese?
so I've been on Plenty of Fish, but somebody actually told me about another one, but I don't think I'm the right fit for it, so
What's this app called, Reese?
so my friend called me about it, so I went and seen him on Eid, and he said that there's a dating app specifically called Salams. So he was showing me, and I had no idea about this. But,
So what seems to go down on this Salams? Salim?
well, it's a
Thank you so much for watching. We'll be back next week.